Hey everyone, good afternoon, good morning, depending on when you're looking at this. This is Kirk McDow. I appreciate you being here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Earthwaking University. We've got this awesome event happening on the 15th of November, Awaken Life Live. And I've mentioned several times this gentleman right here, Jonathan England, and just want to introduce him to you guys and say hello. And John wants to talk about Awaken Life Live. And so first of all, John, thanks for being here. Thanks for making time. Real excited to have a minute to speak with you and be with you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Kirk. Yeah, so we're going to talk about Awaken Life Live, but also, Kirk and I were talking just a little bit before this, and he's like, what do you want the world to know about? What do you want to leave them with? And I was thinking, well, I don't know. What do you think? And it was like, he started saying something about, well, here's kind of what I'm talking about. And he started telling me about everything that you've ever done in your life. You had to say yes to something first, because I've relative to what we normally see in society, that I've had some pretty dramatic changes in my life, going from a broke, ignorant, blackout, drunk, atheist beach bum to building a multi-million-dollar real estate empire. You start with no money, no credit, no clue in just a couple of years. That was pretty dramatic shift. So he was saying, how that started is you said yes to something first. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about that. So what I want to talk about first, and we're going to build up to Awaken Life Live, because you want to come to Awaken Life Live, and this is just showing you why you want to come to Awaken Life Live, because it's saying yes to something. It's saying yes to an entirely new world of possibility. So we're looking at yes, and then we actually looked at 4 different kind of pathways you can choose from. There's a conscious yes, there's an unconscious yes, there's a conscious no, and an unconscious no. So if you've ever seen the movie Yes Man, it's Jim Carrey. At the beginning, Jim Carrey was always just saying no to everything. He's like, life was just passing him by. So then one day he had to, his friend finally convinced him to go to this personal development seminar, not completely unlike the Awaken Life Live event. So Jim shows up to the personal development seminar, and the whole thing was all about you have to say yes to everything. So the seminar leader got Jim Carrey to start saying yes, and the whole group is like, yes, yes. So then Jim starts going out, and the guy kind of told him hey, if you ever say no, bad things are going to happen to you if you don't start saying yes. So he goes out, and Jim starts saying yes to everything. And it was really cool because you saw his life just start to blossom. It just started to open up. He went from death to life. He was literally some people live, 90 years. Some people live 1 year 90 times. So another way you could say that is
Could you slow down and say that again about how many times you live a life? I kind of
some people live 90 years.
90 years.
Some people live 1 year 90 times.
Yeah.
So like Groundhog Day, living the same life over and over. Another way to say that would be, most people died around the age 25, but they're not buried until they're 80 or 90.
Right.
So it's kind of the same. So it's back to Jim Carrey, you're looking at in this movie, he was his life was just passing him by. He wasn't living on purpose. He wasn't being fulfilled. He was doing things that, that were just sucking his soul out of him. So he finally started to say yes to everything. Now when he did it, like I said, it just opened his life up to where just things started happening. All of a sudden he's just going on these adventures, and he doesn't know where it's going to take him. He just says yes, and then takes him to the next thing, and then yes, and winds up meeting a girl, and just awesome things start happening. Now that was him learning to say yes, but there's another point to it, because remember I said there's a conscious yes, an unconscious yes, a conscious no, and an unconscious no. So at this point, at the beginning, all Jim Carrey had was an unconscious no. He didn't even have a conscious no. It was just unconscious no to everything. He wasn't
it was
even aware.
A pattern. He'd been doing it for a long time.
Yes, a pattern of no.
Yeah.
So suddenly he got an unconscious yes. So he went from an unconscious no, and now he also has an unconscious yes. But actually, this unconscious yes, he didn't have the no anymore, because he only had one thing. It was just this unconscious yes. You have to say yes to everything. So it was still, he wasn't aware of why he was doing it, but he had to do it. But then there comes a point in the movie where somebody asks him a question. I don't want to spoil it for you, but who asked him or what they said. But a person asked him a question, and he thought for a moment, and he was like, yes. And then the person got upset because they're like, wait a minute, you've been saying yes to everything. Like, why did you pause? Like, you didn't even want to say yes. Like, you just said yes because you have to. But what actually happened in that moment was he actually became aware of his yes. He found his conscious yes at that point. Because instead of just like unconsciously saying yes, he thought about it for a second. He's like, do I really want this? And he said yes, and he consciously said yes. So it was actually his first conscious yes ever. And then when he had that conscious yes, he was also able to have a conscious no. So he went from unconscious no to where he's just saying no to everything, not just because it's a pattern, and it's just like his soul's getting sucked out of him and is like dying, his life away.
Yeah.
And to where he got this unconscious yes, where it started to like birth new reality for him. But there were some things that he did in the movie that were very questionable. Like, I don't think Jim should have done that right there. Like, we would all probably said no to that. And no would have been the right choice. So, but he had to get his yes first. So
yeah,
the point of the story is that if you're just saying no all the time, life's just going to pass you by.
Yeah.
And it's like opportunities are just flying by, but you can't even see them if you're patterned to say no, to unconsciously say no. So sometimes there's something that just shows up in your reality. And it shows up there as this gift. It's actually an answer to a prayer.
Yeah.
You've been praying for it, whether you've known it consciously or unconsciously, because every thought is a prayer. So you've wanted something different in your life. You've wanted something like better health, better wealth, better happiness, better relationships, more spiritual connection, some aspect of your life. You've been wanting something more, but now all of a sudden, like maybe an opportunity has appeared before, but you've been so unconsciously saying no that you haven't ever been able to receive the opportunity when it shows up. When the answer to your prayer shows up, you pass it by.
Right.
So this Awaken Life Live event is.
And by the way, that passing it by always seems like a really smart move. Like if you do the math and you weigh out the risk and la, 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 it often feels like you're thinking it through. It feels like you're awake and you're considering everything. But, you've said no to everything for the last 20 years, and this is like the next thing. So while sometimes it'll feel like you're thinking, and that voice in your head, it feels like you thinking, but really it's just another manifestation of no, operating from fear. This is something kind of I'm also hearing.
And my perfect quote for that, my Johnism, as our little tribe calls it, is sometimes we do the wrong thing so long that the right thing feels wrong.
Yeah.
So if you smoked for 10 years and then you stop smoking, it's going to feel wrong. Your body's going to be like, oh God, no, we need to get a cigarette. This is like, no, haywire. So what Kirk was pointing at is like you've been in this pattern of no. So when Jim started saying yes, I mean, it felt weird for him to say yes. Like he didn't even have a yes. So it felt weird, but it was actually the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So you come up with all these reasons of why, but the thing is we're manifesting our reality with our subconscious belief systems. Like your best decisions got you to where you are right now. The very best decisions you've ever made your entire life got you to where you are right now.
Right.
So if you want to get somewhere beyond where you're at, then you're going to have to use a higher level of consciousness to get you there.
That's really good.
It's going to be a decision you've never made before.
I love that. that.
So again, that you've been praying, you've been asking for these things, and maybe the opportunities have been showing up, but you've just been like letting them pass by. Don't let another one pass by. Don't let, like, if you've asked for something, any aspect of your life, if you want better health, if you want more wealth, if you want more happiness, if you want deeper, more meaningful relationships, if you want a true connected, like a spiritual connection, a real thing that it's not like just talking about it, you're not parroting it out, it's real. Right. If you want any of those things, if you've ever asked for any of those things, then don't let this opportunity pass by, because Awaken Life Live is that. We're going to be peeling off all the layers of social conditioning, all the subconscious limiting beliefs that are blocking you from seeing the truth, because the truth will set you free. If there's any aspect of your life where you don't feel free, it's because you're living in some sort of story, some sort of lie. There's some sort of limiting beliefs that aren't true in the highest perspective. So let's peel those off. Let's do some breakthrough work and let that stuff die so the true you can be set free, liberated,
Yeah.
and you can live
Really
the
great.
life that you were born to live. So we all have purpose here on this planet. And if you're not living your purpose, you're not going to be fulfilled. There's success and there's fulfillment. Success without fulfillment is failure. But I'm not saying you have either one or the other. I'm not saying like, you can go chase down success and you get a bunch of money, whatever you want to call success. But if you got success without the fulfillment, that's still failure. You don't have to give up the success to have the fulfillment either. I'm saying both. I'm saying you have both. So what my purpose is, I help people find freedom and fulfillment by finding their purpose and then getting paid to live it. Like actually building a business around your life's purpose, like something that's going to serve humanity. So you're going to have freedom and fulfillment. So you actually live an abundant life. So that's what we're going to be doing at Awaken Life Live. And why I'm saying it's such a powerful opportunity is because it's actually free. This is a $2,000 event.
Right.
So we're making it it's free. You just pay a little $10 seat reservation fee. It's like seat reservation. It says seat reservation and material fee, but it's definitely not covering the cost of materials.
Right. It's neither one of those.
Yeah. So literally like we're covering all the costs. Like it's free. Like we just want to get this. It's not about the money. It's about the movement. We've got a message for this world. We've got to liberate humanity, because the thing is if people don't start waking up, like there's things on the horizon, and I don't know if you're starting to see them yet, but they're coming. There's big things happening on the horizon. And if we're not waking up already, then we're going to go right down that tunnel. It's like you don't want to be like on a boat with no oars right at the mouth of Niagara Falls, like Niagara Falls is coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm not going to paint the picture. Maybe you've already seen it, maybe you haven't, but I'm telling you that it's coming. Niagara Falls is coming. You're sitting on a boat and you're just tossing out your oars. I'm giving you oars right now. Awaken Life Live, take your oars and start paddling. Go where you need to go. And this is going to give you your power back. This is going to give you the opportunity to live the life of your dreams, who you were born to be. Like, this is it. And it's free. So we're putting all this, like, we're covering all the costs of everything. All you do, just go to secure your spot. Just go click the button and just click the reservation, and you can bring somebody else with you. It's like you can bring another person for free as well. Just pay just a $10 seat reservation fee. So we know who's coming. We do have limited seating. We do have a big room. We did this event before. We've got even bigger room this time. It was a powerful event, three full days. Most people that attended said it was the most powerful 3 days of their life. So you can come to what most people are calling the most powerful 3 days of their life. You can come to it for absolutely free. Just click the button. Not here where there's a button. Just go to awakenedlifelive.com. And you can go get your free tickets there. But make sure you get to this event where it's coming up really, really quick. And make sure you get the spot, because if we run out of seats, then you'll miss it. I doubt that we're ever going to do this event free again. I don't want to say never.
Right.
But very unlikely that we're ever going to do this thing for free again. Yeah. So this is a powerful opportunity. This is an answer to prayers. If you've been wanting better health, more wealth, more happiness, deeper, more meaningful relationships, and a deep spiritual connection, any one of those things, if you've been asking for any of those things, this is the answer to your prayers. This is the opportunity for you to say yes. And it might be like, what is this thing? I don't even know what it is. It might be weird, but it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Just know that is what you're doing working. If it's not working, you're gonna have to do something different.
Gotta try this.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to say a couple things. So,
go ahead.
First of all, this weekend is amazing. And many of the people who attended the last one have been to other big organization transformational weekends, right? And these are the people who also said this is the best thing they've ever been at. So I just want to put in a little reality there. And then also, for those of you who know me and know what I've done in the past and so forth, just know that I was never going to work with an organization again in a transformational environment. Like, I had done what I have done, and I was done with that. I never thought I would find anything that was as beautiful as this, as powerful as this, as elegant as this, as effective as this, and as fun. There's a whole spiritual component that I haven't gotten a chance to work with in the past. There's a financial abundance component. that I've never been able to include in the past. And there's a unreserved coming from love that hasn't been a part of work that I've done in the past, right? So if you know anything about me, if you have respect for the work that I've done, or you've worked with me in the past, just know that the reason I'm all in on this, I'm working with John on this, and we're creating some of this together. It's because this works. It's the real deal. It's more fun, more elegant, more accessible, more whole, more complete, better, bigger results, shorter amount of time, less collateral damage. Everything about it, from what I can tell, is just really elegant, beautifully crafted, beautifully put together. And I didn't come in looking for that. I came in looking for the opposite. John speaks beautifully, and I met him some months ago, and I've been kind of looking for the catch the whole time. I've been looking for where reality didn't match his words, and where what he talks about wasn't quite as shiny as painted, right? But it's always been the opposite. Everything's been under promise and over delivered. And so I'm really joyously, this is my career, this is my mission, this is what I spend my time with.
Legacy.
John. Legacy, right? Yes. I talked to John some time ago about, like, I'm starting to think in terms of legacy and what do I want my final statement in the world to be, and this is it, right? So I just want to put that personal endorsement recommendation for this whole thing. And it's just a lot of fun and really effective. And I've been proud in the past about what I've been associated with and the difference I've been able to make with people and that sort of thing. But I've never been more proud than I am today of what this is, how it's all put together, how it's delivered, who I get to introduce people to. I mean, it's just, it's just beautiful. So
nice.
I recommend it. So the short version is I recommend it.
Thank you, Kirk.
Yeah.
And Kirk's the real deal. If you guys haven't met Kirk yet, he is the absolute real deal. So it's an honor to have someone like Kirk say things like this, because he only speaks for truth, speaks from his heart. So so come on, if you guys want this opportunity, it's free. It doesn't get any better than that. Well, I mean, it might get better. Actually, it might be better if you paid a whole lot of money, like because a lot of times, the more you put it, the more you're going to get out of it. But
right.
We trust that you're going
to. We're giving you our trust and faith that you're only going to pay $10 seat reservation fee. You're going to show up and you're going to bring it, because we're going to bring it. So it's going to be awkward if we're bringing it and you're kind of like not quite there yet.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry, we're gonna sing, we're gonna dance. And we're going to have powerful transformation. We're going to have the recipes. Like there's a recipe. If you want to bake a world-class cake, you don't have to spend 30 years to be a world-class chef. You just need the recipe. So we're breaking down the recipes for health, for wealth, for happiness, relationships, spiritual connection. There are recipes, and you're going to walk out with like actual roadmaps in each of those and breakthrough processes. So, because again, we're manifesting our reality with subconscious belief systems that we're going to, like, if you've ever been banging a glass ceiling, like, why can't I just get past this? Well, it's because these limiting beliefs that are subconscious. So we'll like identify those and do some breakthrough work, and it's going to be some pretty powerful stuff.
To piggyback what you said, it's really an exquisite balance I've noticed between really telling the truth and getting underneath your self-limiting beliefs and really transforming them into something entirely different, plus proven, tested, consciously heart-centered created recipes. Right?
Yes.
So you put the two together, and it's just kaboom. And the fish tank. You want to speak a little bit about the fish tank idea?
Yeah, well, I would say, what happens if you take a healthy fish and you put him in a dirty fish tank? What happens to the fish? Well, he's going to get sick and die. So it's kind of like the opposite of that as well. What happens when you take a dirty fish and you stick him in a healthy fish tank? It's going to get cleaned up. It's like it just gets all the dirt washed off of him.
He's going to start feeling better. He's going to start looking and feeling better immediately.
Yeah, he's feeling good, So this is that. Like, you'll notice, like, immediately, like, this group of people, like, the first time we did this event here in Austin, these people didn't even know each other. But within like the first half of a day, if even less, like, everybody was just all the masks came off.
Yeah.
So if you want real relationships, if you want real vulnerable, like, open, authentic, where people aren't just like showing you like what they want you to see, like, this happens really, really fast. Like, the masks come off, And everybody's like, okay. Here, I mean, we literally do a little exercise with.
Yeah, there actually is a mask, and yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. Don't talk about the other thing. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's pure love. It's pure, like, people are real. If you want real, this is the place you're going to get it. If you want to be around real people, this is the place. Even if you're not real right now, you will be by the time you leave. And if you want to be real, like, this is it. This is it. So but it's a nice, healthy, clean fish tank where people are all supporting each other. It's about a bunch of we people. So there's me people, and then there's we people. No, these are the we people. These are people that come in together, say, let's do this. When the water rises, all the boats rise together.
Yeah.
Let's lock arms. Let's wake this world up together. Let's help this world wake up to more loving and an abundant reality for all.
Beautiful.
So that's what this is about. Again, if you're on, there should be a button somewhere, like right
there
here.
Will be. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on Facebook, and I'll put the event description below it, so it'll all be together.
Okay, cool. And if there's not a button, just go to awakenlifelive.com. But there should just be a button. Just click it and go and get your spot ASAP. Again, like we got a big room, but it's not going to fit the whole planet. It's not going to fit all of Austin on it. So so seats are getting filled up really, really fast, and it's like starting to multiply. Like, it's like the momentum's picking up. So by the time you watch this, there might only be like a seat or two left. So make sure you get this right now. So.
All right, cool. So, so thank you. If you feel like we're getting close to wrapping up for this one? Okay, cool. So one of my intentions here is to kind of have an ongoing dialogue. So if you're listening to this, feel free to interact with us. We'd love to have questions, any kind of interaction. I'll be responsible for getting back with you guys. And then if there's something you want to know, ask us a question. We're going to have some conversational opportunities like this to share with you guys. And so if there's something specific you'd like us to talk about, we're all about going deep on this side or the other. So just give us half a reason and we'll get to the bottom of something. So with love and joy to you, John, I appreciate that you exist and that you're here and that you're up to what you're up to. I love that about you. Really excited about what we're doing together. And for those of you who are listening, it's no accident that you're here right now talking to me and John, right? Just consider it's no accident. This was meant for you. This is real. When you look in the description and check out our little testimonial, little video and stuff, you can really see the people who are talking about their experience of the event, and you can see it's like real for them. They're emotionally impacted. They have a sense of freedom and fun and joy that they didn't think was possible. So that's waiting for you. Come and join us. I'll definitely be there. John will definitely be there. We'd love to have you run up and go, hey, I saw that video. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. I'm so glad I'm here. We love that kind of stuff, right? So come join us. And I'm gonna. Any last thoughts, John, before we sign off?
No, that's it. Just I received that, and thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being there. I'm excited to meet you guys. If I don't already know you, maybe I might already know you, but if I don't, looking forward to meeting you at the live event and watching your transformation and becoming friends with you and getting to know you, and that's about it.
Cool. Thank you, John. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you real soon.
Signing off. Bye-bye.